Hey there, everyone. This is Coach Arms in Fitness Beyond Your Senses. And starting this year, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things that involves human mind and how we tap into the deepest potential of our human mind so that we can reach our full potential when it comes to fitness, physical, mental, and spiritual. Now, I'll be asking myself a lot of questions, and if this episodes will grow, I might be able to also invite people to be asked about, especially those that have been overcoming their lives, their lives battles, and they could be a role model to all of us. First of all, the question here that I thought of asking myself, and maybe you guys could also ask yourself, especially this 2025, is this: if your success were erased tomorrow, what part of your life would still make you proud? This question really hit me hard because there are so many things I am never proud of and I regret it all my life. And I have sacrificed a lot of people and decisions because I thought those are for the best of the multitude or the many. I have sacrificed relationship with my family too because I had a year or two that I have become rebellious of my own mind. And when I say rebellious, I have gone a different route, thinking that I could just do everything by myself without calling God. One of the things that I really regret about, before I tell you what I'm proud about, is I have focused so much on the tangible and the short-term pleasure. And I thought to myself, so long as I'm not hurting anybody, I should be fine. But then, of course, when you disobey moral compass, there would be a lot of consequences that even up until today, you would have to pay for. Not as a punishment, but for you to learn about. And I'm so sure God up there won't leave you or forsake you, and He has forgiven you. But you have to face the consequences of your actions. Although I'm proud that I was able to break a lot of generational curses from my family when it comes to illness, um, the continuous seeking of answers and researching and really focusing on the more natural holistic approach to manage health and wellness and fitness. I was able to come up with solutions that really are helpful to people, which I'm very, very proud of. With God's guidance, I was able to pull that off. I have lost my way too. I've been very judgmental with people that have been drinking when they had problems before, but then I became one, and a lot of people didn't know about that until I figured, you know what, it's just me escaping from reality. And then when I get sober, then I think of the problems again, and those are the things that I will never be proud about. What though I have done was pretty amazing. With God's grace, I was able to pull myself together and was able to overcome that side of me that instead of talking and really facing, I was able to overcome it. And then, I have no problem even with alcohol around me. I'm fine. And I would drink occasionally, but it's not something that I would be obsessed about or that I would run into when I have a problem. Second, I think I'm proud about is that I was able to break the generational curse together with my siblings' support and help, and we keep building it. And it doesn't mean that we're already up there, and it doesn't mean we don't have highs and lows. In fact, this year we have a lot of lows. Poverty. Although we have a lot of problems in and out, we never got back to being 0-0. Compared to before that we could barely eat. So those are one of the things that I'm really, really happy about, because me and my siblings finally are able to accept and we're finally able to accept that there is more to life than our current situation, and we're able to unlearn the lies in our head that we are stuck in our situation and that we will never be able to recover from it. Lastly, I was able to overcome my own lies in my head through a lot of meditation and prayer. I no longer beat myself up when I fail. I no longer rush things like how I do it. And I no longer get anxious in things that I don't have answers about. Even the recent situations that I was in, 8 out of 10 decisions I make are now good decisions, but there were these 2 decisions that really hit me so hard when it comes to mental and financial also. I surrender it to God, and I hope that people involved would be able to to come into their senses, to do what's right, so that we be paid properly. But for the most part, I am very, very proud to say now that I no longer think I'm not good enough. I no longer think my dreams are impossible. I no longer think that we are stuck in poverty and we will never be able to get back up. I no longer think that I'm not loved enough. I no longer have to be overly competitive among many people just so I could be respected. So I no longer think of that. I believe now that I am enough. I am more than enough. I am more than happy. And by God's grace, I am saved. And I hope you guys remember this. Your career, your business, your position, what you have now is not your identity. If you lose that tomorrow, what will you be for your friends and for your family and for your community? I challenge all of you to really answer that question too. What will you be? And what part of you would you still be proud of if ever you lose all of this? This 2025 should be the year for us to repent and to forgive ourselves for the things that we haven't done right. And we continue to pray that the people around us would really forgive us too for the things that we have done wrong. And may they remember the purest intention of our hearts is not to hurt them intentionally. Situations happen. You were surviving. We didn't know that things that happened would happen. And I hope that they will come into their senses to remember that we have goodness in our heart, and that we will try to do better for them and for ourselves. May this 2025 give you prosperity, peace, and among everything, self-love.